Purple. The sneakiest colour in the universe. Wow, them are some sneaky gets, alright. Hey, welcome to my second video. I'm Tom, and this channel is called Mini Quibble. A while back, I painted up these kitbashed commandos I'd made, and in this video, I thought I would do some more. I didn't actually film the kit bashing, which is a shame, because I think that would have made a better video than the video I have made, which is a video about painting these guys. But live and learn. I'll do some kit bashing videos soon, maybe. Every model tells its own little story, which is, for me, like the most important thing, just to have them all be kind of unique. And I love to try and use as many bits and kits as I physically can as well, because they are orcs, so, you know, the more insane, the better, basically. And if you couldn't tell, I really like to put heads on spikes. Okay, here's a quick overview of the paints that I'm going to be using during this video. Oh, what's that? For painting skins, however, I need to use green stuff to fill in all the gaps left over from the building process. Things like that, there, a little bit there, there. For those who don't know, green stuff is a two-part modelling epoxy, and it's very, very useful, but it is also the worst material in the world.
Hey, I'm green stuff. Shut up, I hate green stuff.
Oh yeah, and I'm doing the basing now as well. In my experience, PVA glue and baked coffee grounds is the best basing texture for minis. And the cheapest.
Yeah, boy. That's it.
For extra adhesion, it helps to slap a bit of PVA on the base beforehand. Now, some of you may be wondering, did he steal this idea from Guy at Midwinter Minis? Yes, I did! Seriously though, it's a great technique and I use it on everything, vehicles included. Anyway, they're based, and in a few hours they'll be ready to prime outside. Or not, because then it rained for 3 straight days. While I was waiting to go outside, I went ahead and kitbashed a 10-man squad of commando grots. Probably should have filmed that process as well, also likely would have made a better video. Oh well. After 7 years it did stop raining and I was able to prime. Always wear protection. I used Hycote Matt Black, but any generic primer would do. The primer missed a few spots, but I filled those in with a black from Vallejo. There, yeah, I missed a few bits. You get the idea. It's our first purple! To base coat that super sneaky flesh, I've gone for Neo Purple from Secret Weapon. It has the consistency of watered down water, this paint, so it needs about 3 coats. But once it is on there, it looks great, I think. Using the vibrant Warlord purple from Vallejo, I painted all of the fabrics. I mean, just look at that colour. Does it get any stealthier? Ooh, this colour's my favourite, Alien Purple from Vallejo. I know it says air, but it works fine with a brush. And I'm using it here to paint all of the metal parts on every commando. So guns, swords, tools, grenades, buckles, you get it. Unlike other purples, it has great coverage too, so you barely even need a second coat. Mixing Warlord purple and alien purple on my wet palette, I created a new purple, which I used to paint the leather parts, so straps and boots and braces and that kind of thing. Using Oozing purple from the army painter, I picked out skulls and decapitated trophy heads and other miscellaneous bits and pieces. I make a million mistakes when I paint, so before I move on to dry brushing or washing or whatever, I just need to dip back into my palette and cover up all those slip-ups with a quick lick of paint. Not looking for perfection, just good enough.
That's good enough!
And now it's dry brush time with this crusty old pot of Screaming Skull from Citadel. Having first wiped off most of the paint into a tissue, I'm now hitting all those raised areas with a wide, flat brush. And after 2 minutes, it kind of looks like I spent ages doing highlights. Well, from a distance anyway. When I'm not using oil washes, I use Agrax, Nuln Oil and Lahmian medium, mixed with a bit of water, and slap that over the entire thing. Not forgetting to dab off the excess where I need to. Okay, while that dries, let's paint the ground. With this really expensive paint I found. Now this stuff is thick with 2, possibly even 3 Cs, so it needs to be mixed up with a lot of water before I can start painting it on the base there. Ooh, here I am painting some lenses using that mixture of purple and red you can see in the top left. And now taking Evil Sun Scarlet, painting the Orc's eyes. Orc's eyes are red, I don't care what anyone says, they're red, they're red. And now a bit of Mephiston Red for the decapitated Space Marine's eyes. There we go. Oozing Purple is back again, this time for muscle and skin. When painting my first batch of commandos, I didn't bother with a dark flesh tone followed by a lighter flesh tone for highlights. I just did Oozing Purple, wash, more Oozing Purple. And this time, I'm glad I did use 2 different colours because it gives a lot more contrast to the boys, and I'm quite happy with how they turned out. For the teeth and nails, I mixed Neo Purple and Screaming Skull on my wet palette for a nice light colour there to stand out from the skin tone. Taking Jet Exhaust for any metal on the bases as well. I will hit those with some Agrax later on, but it's not on camera. Using Citadel's Steel Legion Drab, I dry brushed over the dark brown from earlier to really bring the textured coffee basing to life. I like to imagine that no matter where orcs fight, the terrain underfoot will inevitably be reduced to a bloody, muddy nightmare. And finally, Vallejo's Black to give a quick lick of paint around the base and get it neat and tidy and ready for the tabletop. I forgot to film myself painting that skull, but you can visit my previous video on the Space Marine statues to see that process, but it's just dry brushing. And I also forgot to film myself painting this here bomb squig. Well, I now have a full 10-boy squad of invisible, completely invisible, purple commandos for my ever-growing orc army, and a bomb squig to boot, so that's nice. If you got this far, why not like and subscribe? Also, I've decided to send one kitbashed orc to a commenter. If you're in the UK, just leave UK in brackets at the end of your comment. I'll do a randomized spreadsheet thingy. And if you win, I'll be in touch before my next video and we can hash it out. I'll give you my email, whatever. Is it legal to do giveaways on YouTube? I'll be honest, I haven't checked. Anyway, thank you for watching and I will see you next time.
What?